You are listening to chartingwealth.com for Wednesday, the 1st of March. Almost said the 29th of February, 1st of March 2017. Great to have you with us. We see stocks down for the day, gold and bonds up. And we're, of course, in that bond trade, and it's nice to see it going our way. Let's jump in first to the S&P 500, the first of our two stock indexes. The other is QQQ, which is the NASDAQ 100. What do we see going on? We're still well above the weekly trend line, which on our charts is a gold line that tracks the weekly candles. We continue to see strong upward movement there. In fact, we'll take a quick glance at it. What do we see going on? Well, we see the derivative oscillator continuing to gain energy, and we see the PPO price percent oscillator continue to move up. Price movement well above the weekly trend line. Now let's look at the 2-day and see what we see going on there. Well, we're still above the 2-day trend line. We were down for the day 0.27%. We do see the derivative oscillator losing some energy. That green box is getting a little smaller, and we do see a flattening out of the price percent oscillator. We'll continue to keep a close eye on that when we delve in to the minutia. We see, of course, we've been in a crossover going down on the 2-hour chart since about 4 p.m. on the 22nd of February. Had some down movement, then some up movement, and it's retracing that down movement again. Just a cautionary tale. We have done so well in the S&P as we've seen it go up, up, up. We had some jumping in points back just a few days ago, and of course we had the weekly vertical crossover all the way back around Thanksgiving in November. That was before we started using the weekly vertical crossovers. Don't you wish we had had it back then? Well, we have it now. We'll continue to watch, and of course, when we see a crossover going down, then of course we'll look for down plays at that point. But again, just be cognizant that we have seen a lot of dropping off of that momentum. If you happen to be in an S&P play, just be careful. Now, we are most definitely in a QQQ, that is a NASDAQ 100 play. What do we see going on there? Well, on our 2-day chart, we see that we are below the 2-day trend line, still well above the gold weekly trend line. This is for now 4 days running, 2-day charts. Actually crossed through it. We have a spinning top, means lots of indecision. We see derivative oscillators losing energy, and we see that the PPO is actually moving down toward the red signal line. That is on our 2-day chart. Be cognizant of that and careful. We want to be very careful. We haven't had it actually moving down like that since, oh gosh, all the way back to the 28th of December or through the 30th or so. So please be careful there. It could bounce off like it did back then around the 3rd of January and move back up. But we've only gained 30, from 120 to 130 since our weekly crossover occurred. So pretty good profits. What do we see going on? Extremely good. What do we see going on our QQQ 2-hour chart? We've actually penetrated the 2-day trend line. Again, not a good signal. Doesn't mean that you have to get out, but just be careful and cognizant of that depending on how you play those kinds of things. Just a warning bell. All right, now let's talk about what's going on. I'm very happy with this. TLT, that's our 20-year bond. Remember when we had the weekly vertical crossover there right at the beginning of February, and what have we seen? We saw it bump up, dropped off a little bit, never crossed over going down on our 2-day chart, and then shot up again over the last 2-day candles. Quite nice, up to 121.72 to end the month. Another great upward profitable investment trade, however you are practicing it. Don't forget, it's the end of the month, and we're going to be recording tonight and putting out our profit report for the month. Last month, it was 5.25%, I believe. We'll give you what it was for the month, and then, of course, we'll give you the cumulative. We'll be collecting that throughout the course of the year. And again, we're not a stock calling service. We're an education firm. We want you to follow the market with us, and we're very happy as to how TLT is doing for us. You also had a jumping in point on the 2.5 hour chart. I'm sorry, the 2 hour chart. Where did I come up with 2.5? On the 2 hour chart, we had a jumping in point back at the opening 119.40, and we're up to 121, so that's over a $2 gain since the 16th of February. So not bad over a couple of week period to see that kind of gain. Also ended the month nicely. So just continue to watch. We do have a crossover that did occur late in the day going down on that 2 hour chart. So be cognizant of that. Had a little bump up, a little close to bump over around the afternoon of the 22nd. Then things turned around and shot back up again the next day. So just be cognizant. We're just sliding sideways at this point. And remember, when you're sliding sideways, the PPO, the price percent oscillator, and the MACD, they're oscillators. So it doesn't give you an accurate reading when you've got a lot of sideways slide, but just be careful of that when that occurs if you entered on that 2 hour chart. Now, lastly, going to go back to our 2-day chart. We're going to take a look at gold. Oh, for the record, TLT up 0.37% for the day. Gold up 0.09%. Of course, we had a wonderful gold jumping in point around the Friday the 27th is when the crossover occurred on our weekly chart. It's hard to see, but it's also there along with the jumping in point that Monday for the 2 hour chart. It crossed over at the same time, giving jumping in points there. So we'll continue to watch gold. It has continued to move up, still well above the 2-day trend line. Gold again up for the day, ended the month up even further. We're very, very happy with that, my friends, and we will continue to track it for you and, of course, give you our estimates on profits as we do our weekly profit summary. And it'll be coming out, particularly if you're signed up for the newsletter, you will be getting it. If you don't already get our newsletter, you can get it at chartingwealth.com. With that, you'll get our weekly, what do we call it? The weekly market worksheet, the daily market worksheet. You'll also get our How to Read a Stock Chart video, and you'll get the layout that we use at freestockcharts.com. We so appreciate you being with us. You appreciate what we do. We ask you to do 2 things to help us. Please go subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're almost at the 2,000 subscriber mark, and we want to hit that in the next week. That would be most appreciated. Also, can you go to iTunes and subscribe to our podcast? Give us a 5-star rating. Say something nice about us. We really appreciate that. We'll continue to produce these reviews every day to try to help you learning how to read these stock charts, because I'm telling you, my friends, 10 minutes a day is all we ask. You fill out that daily market worksheet. You spend 10 minutes with us. You will start understanding how the market works, how to read these charts. First thing to do, listen to that 15-minute How to Read a Stock Chart video. We are here for you every day. You can write us CW at chartingwealth.com. You can just go to the website, write us right from there. God bless. Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to bring you this important information absolutely free. Take care. It's priceless. God bless from chartingwealth.com.